Your cursor bill just got cut in half. OpenAI did it themselves, not Anthropic. They shipped their newest coding model this week, GPT-5.6, and the first place they put it is not ChatGPT. It is Kiro, an AWS-owned IDE at 20 a seat. Cursor Business is 40. 10 devs, you keep 2,520 a year. On 25, 6,300. So there it is. OpenAI just pointed the frontier at a cursor competitor before pointing it at their own users. Here is why, what to swap, and what could kill the play by Friday. OpenAI published an announcement at openai.com/index/GPT-5.6-in-Kiro. When I tried to pull that page for this video, OpenAI's own server blocked me with a wall. Amazon's did not, and the block is the whole shape of the story. The model provider is seeding its next release inside somebody else's product before their own paying users can even see it. Kiro is Amazon's answer to Cursor and Windsurf. Same job. Write code with an AI agent inside a spec-first editor. Before this week, the reason to pick Kiro was nothing much. Now the reason is a model OpenAI has not put in ChatGPT and has not put in the OpenAI API. It changes the calculus for anyone paying seats. Now the money. I pulled both pricing pages live for this video. Kiro's paid seat is about $20. Cursor Business is $40. Windsurf sits at $15, so it is not the target here. Cursor is, do the arithmetic against a real headcount, and the delta shows up in 3 digits before you even hit 10 seats. Verdict. If your team already lives in Cursor, and the reason you signed up in January was the model behind it, that reason moved. The best coding model at the 20 a seat tier is now sitting inside an AWS product, and the finance person needs to see the delta before your next renewal. Not next quarter, this week. Hey, Stuart here. My channel covers every frontier model release the day it ships. So if you run a business that pays for AI tooling, subscribe and the next drop lands in your feed instead of on your next invoice. The pinned comment has the exact links and the Monday through Friday swap plan I am about to walk you through. And if you want the full checklist and me answering when your setup breaks, the Church of SEO Jesus is my free school community, link below. Watch this, I am on my terminal. First I hit the OpenAI announcement page directly, HTTP 0, no body, blocked. The OpenAI block is the tell they gatekeep their own announcement while Amazon happily serves the price sheet. Then I pull kiro.dev/pricing, 200 OK, dollar figures come back 20, 40, 100, 200. Then cursor, 200 OK, 20, 40. So the tiers line up, Kiro Pro at 20, Cursor Business at 40. Now I run the seat math at 19 against 40 across 5, 10 and 25 developers. 5 devs, you keep 1,260 a year. 10 devs, 2,520. 25 devs, 6,300 a year kept. And I have seen agency owners pay a contractor month for less. Then I ask Claude Opus 5 for the exact action plan, and it returns Monday, Wednesday, Friday in one shot, which is exactly the plan I would run myself. So what do you actually do? Do not rip out Cursor across the whole team on Monday. The plan Claude returned is exactly the move I would make. Monday, pull your Cursor admin dashboard and find out how many seats are heavy users versus dead accounts. Every business I audit has 3 or 4 seats logged in twice a year. Kill those first, money on the floor before Kiro even enters the picture. Wednesday, buy 2 Kiro seats and put them on your 2 most opinionated developers. Give them a real ticket, not a hello world. Kiro is spec-driven, not a Cursor clone, so the switching cost is workflow, not price. Friday, compare shipped pull requests. If Kiro ships within 10% on the same ticket, the finance decision is done. Now the reason this matters bigger than a coding tool bill, OpenAI keeps placing frontier work inside other people's products before their own users see it. The pattern is not product, it is distribution. Anthropic owns the mindshare of the paid coding agent buyer right now, and every developer defaulting to Claude Code is a developer OpenAI is not billing. Renting distribution through Kiro flips that default without waiting for ChatGPT to be the coding answer. The frontier moves. The seat you paid for 6 months ago is not automatically the seat that runs the best model today. Which means as a business owner, the question stops being which lab is winning and starts being where does the frontier model land this month. Open Kiro.dev/pricing in one tab, cursor.com/pricing in another, and multiply the delta by your dev headcount. The number is the proof, not me telling you. 2 risks, and I would be irresponsible not to name them. First, the $20 seat could carry a usage cap the price page does not scream about. A $20 seat with a 200 message monthly cap is not a cursor replacement, it is a demo. Read the fair use line before you sign. And watch 2 lines specifically, message caps per month and which model runs on which tier. Not every Kiro plan may include GPT-5.6, and the model behind the seat is the whole reason to switch. If the $20 tier does not include the Frontier model, you are shopping for last month's Kiro. Second, Cursor could match this on price by next Friday. If they do, the switching case gets weaker fast, which is why the move this week is not a mass swap. It is a 2-seat pilot and a heavy user audit. Both of those are reversible. If Anthropic responds and drops Claude Code pricing to compete, you win again. If they cut Kiro off from Claude models entirely, the play changes, but this week's math does not. The base case is you cut one line of your tooling bill in half. The founder who moves in the next 7 days keeps the $2,520 a year. The founder who waits 60 days does not. That is a car payment for someone. Tomorrow Anthropic responds, or Google drops Gemini 3, or something ships that resorts the coding tool ranking again. The pattern is what stays. The lab with the Frontier model rents distribution to whoever will pay for it, and the business owner watching for it wins the seat price for the next quarter. If you want the full swap checklist for this one, and the same playbook the next time a Frontier model changes hands, it lives inside the Church of SEO Jesus. Church of SEO Jesus is my free school community. Inside, the pinned Kiro versus Cursor swap checklist, the pricing sheets I pulled for this video, the Monday through Friday audit template, and me answering when your pilot goes sideways on Thursday morning. Link in the description, free to join. The next video is the same shape on a different tool, and it is loading now.